Hello, the internet. Welcome back to Waifus. I'm Sefi, and I think I was wrong. I was wrong with not pulling for Marciana because they released her combat pose this morning, and I think we need to MLB her now. Because look at that. Look at you. You probably have that on the screen right now, right? I think that's an easy MLB. Right now I have Ludmilla on my screen, and this is one of the top tier bellies in the game. I think Marciana can't compete with that. I think she can go toe to toe, belly to belly, whatever you want to say, with the top tier units we have right now, which is Ludmilla, which is probably also Annie's Sparkling Summer, right? I think it's another really good belly. And then lastly, one that's underappreciated, undervaluated, in my opinion, is Noise. I think she can fight with these girls and compete for that first spot. So we'll be seeing if we MLB or not. Now we'll go for one copy and then we'll put her on the wishlist. Do let me know if you guys are planning on pulling or skipping. Are you guys just putting her on the wishlist, completely skipping, waiting for the kit? What are your plans right now? Now that said, let's go back into the original video, right? We're gonna be talking about why you should actually burst with Modernia if you are having troubles clearing the special interception. Before we start, leave a like and subscribe to help me grow the channel. We're going for 4K, and we also stream every single day here on YouTube and on Twitch. Right now we only stream 3-4 hours a day because there's not much to do, right? When we find another gacha that we can play for longer, then I will be streaming probably 6 hours a day, because at the end of the day I'm trying to make this a job, right? And I have to put in the hours, we have to put in the work. Now that's it, to the original topic of the video, which is bursting with Modernia. You will always hear that bursting with Modernia means you are losing DPS, and this is right. The reason is because her basic attack deals a lot of damage. She's really good unit, and you want to go for a max ammunition when you get overloaded pieces, right? Also, her burst skill, which is just like mode B for A2, it's called destroy mode, and she will increase the burst time for 5 seconds, making it a total of 15 seconds. This is good because you have more time to aim with all of your units, but this is bad because most buffs for all of the units, don't matter what unit, are 5 to 10 seconds, so you cannot make full use of any burst, making you lose damage over time, because every time you are increasing 5 seconds your burst, right, it's 5 seconds without any type of burst instead of starting over your cycle for bursting. So that's why you lose damage with Modernia, and you usually don't want to burst with her. Now, this only applies to people who already have enough overloaded gear with max ammo and good stats. What about if you are someone at level 160, 180, 200, even 220, and you cannot clear a special interception? It is always, on every single boss, better to burst with Modernia. The only one I could say, okay, don't do it, it's on Gravedigger, and even there, it's better. Now, let me explain to you why this is better. Let me actually make a team here on a special interception with Modernia. For Modernia, the first time you want to break the core, right? So you're going to go with the Scarlet or whatever unit you use to break the core. I can even remove her and put Laplace if you guys want to test something different, and then we can go with this Modernia, right? So, the first time you enter the battle, you want to break the core. But after that, if you're a new player, you have a second problem, which is the bombs. When it comes to Modernia, it's simple enough, right? You just iframe them. But if you're a new player and you try to iframe them and you fail, you're dead. You're dead. In my case, I can't survive because my units are strong enough, right? We skip on Buba always, and we start shooting the core. Now, once again, we'll get this. My Laplace will break the core. There we go. Ooh, almost before the time. At least it's better for this, but it's fine. Now, this is the interesting part. If you're a new player, you will have problems surviving all of the bombs, right? You will try to shoot them down, but you don't have enough time because you don't have all of your units shooting. But what if you are using Modernia? Now you can have at least 2 cycles of bombs. And again, mine's going fast because we are strong, but this is not going to be your case. But see, we can have up to 2 full cycles of bombs, where you can actually survive this and don't have to worry too much if you time it properly. I just have on auto. If you time this, you will be able to survive 2 rounds of bombs, and this happens on every special interception. If we talk about Chatterbox, you will be able to survive 2 sets of missiles if you time it properly. If we talk about Blacksmith, you are going to be able to destroy up to 2 full sets of bombs every time he jumps back. He comes back, he shoots, he throws bombs, right? You can destroy 2 sets of bombs. When we're talking about terrain, if you can get to phase 2, which is already a problem big enough, you will be able to at least get almost 3 full sets of missiles with Modernia. which is incredible because new players struggle with clearing all of the missiles in time before they kill you, right? So we're talking about Modernia on every single special interception while you are low level and don't have enough overloaded gear. She is actually a better option to be bursting than actually skipping it or using someone else. And again, this only applies for people who are low level. I know most of you guys are already high level enough, but we have plenty of people on the streams where they come and they are like, hey, I need help in a special interception, and they avoid bursting with Modernia because they've seen everyone saying it's a bad thing to do, which for progression and endgame it is fun. But for these new players it's actually better because those extra 5 seconds of aiming with all of your units will allow you to be able to skip a lot more mechanics, to actually break the circles, to actually do more stuff, right? So I think, and this is probably my opinion, after clearing so many special interceptions for so many people, it's a lot better to be bursting with her, at least for low-level players. But do let me know if you agree or you think you should always avoid bursting with her. And this is an L take. It is an L take. I am tripping. I don't think I am because, again, I cleared interception for a lot of people every single day. I'm not saying I'm the best player out there. I'm just saying what I've seen and what I've noticed. It becomes a lot easier when you can skip certain mechanics thanks to Modernia. Now, that said, I also want to talk a little bit about Marciana's skills, what we can compare her with right now, and in general, what are my expectations for her. So they're saying that you will be able to store extra healing and then use that after you are getting damage, right? So things that could be good, if we can get the unit like similar to Noise, where we can taunt and heal on a 20-second cooldown, that would be amazing. Maybe too broken, we'll see, but still a taunter plus healer, it's so good. Noise, in fact, the only reason she's not top tier is because she's a 40-second. If she was a 20-second cooldown instead, she would be so great. Something like Pepper could also be nice, or Rapunzel, where we are healing every time we are dealing damage. Actually, I prefer Rapunzel because she's healing on every single shot, which make her pretty good, right? If you overload her, even better. Or the last option, which is going to be, right, something simple where it's a skill on a cooldown, an active skill, or a passive skill every 10-15 seconds, whatever it is, and we can heal with that. The only weird thing is gonna be what are the conditions for that extra HP, right? How much HP can we store, and is that going to be useful, for example, for pushing campaign where units are getting one shot? If a unit gets one shot, is that extra HP applied automatically? Do they die automatically and that extra HP is wasted? I'm actually interested on seeing how all of that is going to work with Marciana, what they'll plan on doing. I'm not sure what the conditions are going to be. Do let me know what you want her to do. Also really important is that she's an Elysian, which is great. It's great. We need more Elysian units, even though what we are lacking is not a healer because we have Helm, it's a DPS. The last DPS we got was what? Summer Neon. Let's be real, it was a little bit disappointing. I think that was the last one, right? Yes, it's the 3 summer units. So Mass, Helm Aquamarine, and Summer Neon were the last 3 ones for Elysian. Now we are getting, of course, Marciana, which is not a DPS. She is a healer. We can only compare her with Diesel, which is already a decent unit. The problem is she's not a healer per se. She's only healing herself, but she's also a taunter, which is pretty good. Any unit that can taunt and heal itself, just like Diesel or like Noise, are actually decent units. Now that said, I'm not sure what they're planning on doing with Marciana. Hopefully something good. I have Julha here for the next episode of Buff and Reworks. I think she's gonna be the next big team of our video, the episode 6, if I remember correctly. That said, do let me know what are your expectations with Marciana. Do let me know about this video itself, which is, bursting with Modernia. If you think for new players and people who are struggling with the specific mechanics in special interception, it's actually good to burst with her. Like always, guys, thank you for coming. Thank you to my patrons for making this content possible. Good luck with your pulls, the generates, and see you in the next one.
役立たずは楽園から追放するのみ。ブランとノワールのショータイムです。天地万物を切るとはこういうことだ。